welcome to another Mystic Dude Elden Ring video. So in this video, just going to be showing I've been having a bit of fun with fire. Just having a look what fire abilities, equipment and stuff there is in game. So it's not exact science and I've probably missed a lot of stuff, but anyway, this is what I've done. So first we'll go over the look. As you can see, looks she's looking pretty sharp there. You can get the eyes with fire eyes, but we aren't giving any spoilers away due to what I did in the story. She's got these eyes now. I'll just give you a close-up look. So, and that's the sort of look she's got. So we'll just go over the items that I've got on. So I've got the Crimson Hood. So the Crimson Hood is part of the Noble set. And you get that, if I remember rightly, from the East Windmill pasture in the plateau. So I'll just quickly show it you on the map, then you can, if you want to go and get it yourself, you can get it. And I can't remember where it is now. There we go, we're up here. So we will be looking round about, that's the East Windmill, so round about here there's a circle of dancing girls, and there's a sort of like a mini boss or a NPC that you fight. There's a it's actually, I'm wrong there. I think I got them from it is the dancing girls. I think there's the dancing round the fire. If I remember right, you get the noble set from the fire. Yeah, just loot the fire. But anyway, that's the area you need to be for the hood. So as you can see, as usual, I'm well prepared. The Rotten Gravekeeper cloak. Now this one is from a boss fight. It's part, I think it's part of the duelist set, but you actually have to get it separate. It's dropped from, and I'll just show you where it is. It's late game, so you need to have this lot open. So it's not that one. It's this is the one, Snowfield Catacombs. So you'll need to have the Haligtree lift open, the Grand Lift of Rold, get to this consecrated snowfield, and then run along here, and it's just along this east cliff, and it drops from the boss in there. The other pieces drop from the graveyard. You can get them from a graveyard round here. You'll come across a duelist, so you can just farm him and kill him for the other pieces. But that's where you get the cloak from. And just a little tip, as you can see, the hood is down. The other hood I've got on is a different piece, but the hood is down. The hood does go up if you put the duelist helm on. Then that hood will cover it, but it looks a bit daft. So the other piece we've got is the Drake Knight gauntlets. So the Drake Knight set is the one you get from Crumbling Farum Azula. I think I think I did. I know I did. I did a video on that. It looks a nice set. So that's the gloves from that set. It's the only ones I could find that looked a bit red, and I think they don't look too bad. You know, let me know what you think. They sort of match the sword, which I'll come to in a minute. And then the boots is the Rotten Jeweler's Greaves. I've just shown you. You can get them from that guy on the consecrated snowfield. So yeah, so that's the gears. Basically, like I say, just all red to try and match the sort of aesthetics of the fire build, if you want to call it that. So right, let's have a look at the gears. So the gears, we've got Blasphemous Blade. I love this weapon. Probably one of the best weapons in game. Really, really strong, and it's got a good ability on it. The bow, I couldn't find a fire bow, so I just put the serpent bow on, and I've just put fire arrows on, so that keeps with that. The seal, I've just put the giant seal on for flame incantations. I've got a steel wire torch, because that gives fire. I'll show you that in a minute. A giant's red braid, again it's got fire. A couple of pieces down here. Scorpion charm. It raises fire attack, but it lowers your damage. Uh, defenses, negation. Not a big fan of that, but anyway, it's on. Godfrey for spells and skills. Medallion enhances roar and breath attacks. And the jar. I haven't got the proper one because I killed him. And then I've put a couple of items on here, and I'll explain that in a minute. So you've got the volcano pot for fire, the stone clump for fire, and then the nomad ashes. He's just mental, this guy. I'll show him you in a minute. So let's demonstrate some of the weapons first. And you've got this. So you've got your sword, and the fire ability on this, if you've not seen it, is this. As you can see, that's absolutely mental. That. Now, if we bring the torch out, so here's a torch, the one I just showed you, and that has a nice sort of like spit, fire spit ability, or is it coming from the eyes? I think it's coming from the eyes, yeah. So it's a bit like one of the frenzy attacks. So that's that. And then we've got the whip. And that has a really awesome looking fire ability. That looks good, doesn't it? So you've got your fire there for your whip, your fire for your sword, your fire for your torch. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got your we've got fire arrows. And then we've got your pots. Now on the pots, what I said I'm going to mention. If you bring your mimic out, if you've got mimic, one of the ways to use mimic is make sure you check your equipment first, because your mimic will use whatever you've got when you bring him out. So if you've got one pot, you only need to have one, because the mimic will just have unlimited supply. It will use them, and that goes the same for the abilities as well. So if we go to the spells, we're not going to do all the spells because we'll be here all day. But so there's loads of fire spells. So that could be called a fire spell. The rare cards. But as you can see, there's a lot down here. Could probably do a video just on all the fire itself. Some of them are really, really good to look at. Some of them are quite powerful. And then you've got your weapon enhancements. I can't put the weapon enhancement on this particular one because this blade doesn't accept it. So let's have a look at the spirit ash that I mentioned. So we'll bring him out. This is the nomad. I'll let you have a look at him. So look, he's got like his little flamethrower, his little pot for charging his frenzy up. Looks like he's got the weight of the world on. So let's just aggro this guy here and bring him up. Right, you can see he's become active pretty quick. Come on get him. Look. That's pretty awesome. Dead in two. So that was quite strong. Let's see what is he still with me? God, he's slow, isn't he? Right, anyway. Let's run round and collect a bit of I shouldn't have killed that guy with on. Oh, he's there, he's fighting. Oh, he's got a club as well. There you go. Let's save him. Oh no, he's killed him. So let's get the torch out. Let's try the torch on one of these guys over here. It's quite strong, this torch. You've got to be quite close. You killed him straight away, but the range on it's pretty rubbish. I need to find some enemies. Let's try the whip on this guy here. Where did he come from? That's pretty good, that. Had quite a decent range on it as well, by the looks of it, that. Let's not very accurate, is it? That's a fire pot. They're not bad. Doing quite good damage as well, aren't they? Seems to ignore shield defences. So yeah, that's the sort of fire build that I've been playing around with, having a good laugh with. As you can see, most of the stuff I've got is maxed. Is that maxed? I'm not bothered with that. I haven't bothered with that. No. So most of the stuff is maxed. So it does take a bit of time. And with resources in this game, you haven't got the luxury to max everything just to try builds, because your dragon stones are limited. How many have I got left? Got 5 of them left. They're difficult to find. They took some getting. I've got 2 of them left. There again, I think there's only 8 of them in the game, if I remember right. I've none of the grave ones left. So anyway, back to the build. So them are the stats with this. I wouldn't go around fighting progressive content in the game like this, unless you wanted a challenge, because The the poise is low, the defense is low, but it looks a good set. I love the way it looks. I think her eyes then make her look a bit, I don't know, evil, maybe evil, I don't know. Mysterious. I think the outfit matches the blasphemous sword, which I absolutely love this sword. I cleared most of the game with this. I only changed it out when the bosses were actually immune. You better football. Go on, play football. That'd be good if they had a football game with schools. So yeah, I only changed the sword out really when I was up against enemies and bosses that were immune or resistant to fire. And then a lot of time I would just change to, I haven't got it equipped. Been using that as well, Beastman's. I'm not a big fan of the blood builds, although I did do it early on. But yeah, I hope you I hope you like how this build looks. I think it looks awesome. There's not a lot of there's a lot of gears in this game, but there's not a lot of flexibility to mix and match stuff because the way they go together and the colorings is pretty poor. You know, I'm not saying that you should be able to transmog everything, but you know, a couple of more color variations would be nice. I mean, there is an option to alter garments. So like, I could alter that cloak. So we'll, let's have a look at the cloak. So that's the cloak altered. Doesn't look too bad. We'll just switch it back to the other one. So yeah, you can alter stuff a little bit, but I find also as well when you do alter it, I don't know if you notice with that one there, when you do alter an item, so we'll look at that. As you can see, to alter that you lose a lot of your stats. So my veteran's armor, which I tend to use for progressive content in the game, because it's strong armor. If I was to alter that, as you can see, look at the stats you're losing. I'm not a big fan of that. Some people might like it because it gives them a way of changing the character to make the game more challenging. But I don't think they need to do that because the game's challenging enough. If you finish the game and you didn't find it challenging, other than that, I think that you'd be slightly mad if you didn't. But you could also do New Game Plus. So there's no reason to weaken uh, the garments and your gears just by changing the way they look. So I think that's an aspect they could have explored a bit more. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm being too negative on the game because it is a fantastic game, but yeah, they could have explored the character customization with regards to the look of the gears a bit more. But yeah, so let me do a wave before I go. Oh, let's do a fancy spin. Oh, that's oh good. We'll do a wave. So yeah, so I hope you liked the video. And for now, Mystic Dude out.